Okay, guys, let's get straight to the damage part. There it is. You can see it. It's right there, black. The armature crashed into the stator. Um, Probably melted through that insulation on the windings and grounded the windings out. So, as you watch the video, let me kind of tell you what the backstory is here. This was replaced, I believe, last November. It's an 8-ton scroll compressor. I got called out. The maintenance guy said that it was making a pretty bad racket for a couple of days before it stopped and blew the fuses. So it wasn't that hard to figure out. The three-phase contactor was all jacked up. So it was single phasing or trying to single phase. I checked the windings. They were grounded. So there wasn't a whole lot to diagnosing that. As you look through the video, you can see all those scratches on the armature. And that's where I guess it got kind of lopsided in the bearing from being worn out and tore it all up. Now we can guess as to what caused it. We know the three-phase contactor was bad, and most likely it caused some overheating inside a compressor, and I'm guessing it broke down the oil, and or at least in the spot where where that spot was, and caused it to start rubbing, and that was it. Now this unit does have a. I mean, it's barely 5 years old, so this is kind of sad, but it does have a history of overheating a lot, and I mean a lot because they don't clean the condenser coils like they're supposed to. Um, Usually I get a call because it's not working. I go out there, the pressure switch is tripped, the coils are filthy, filthy. When I wash them, it's just like black mud running out of it, or black dirt. Um, and they got a very bad habit of just pushing the reset button for the high limit switch and letting it run and walking away. And then they come back later and see it's not running. They push that switch again, and they just keep doing that over and over for who knows how long before they finally call. And I cannot get them to quit doing that. It doesn't make any sense. Um, so in their defense, when they heard that racket, it was too late. Nothing they could do at that point. The damage was done. I prefer that they turn it off anyway because sometimes when these things burn up, they can make a pretty nasty mess and contaminate the system really bad. And then we're just having to do cleanup and putting chemicals in there, trying to neutralize the acid, and it's just a big mess. Um, I try to get all my customers to just turn them off anytime they hear strange noises or anything. But sadly, most of them won't do it. They think it's more important to leave it on because somebody's going to be upset if the AC doesn't work. But I guess somebody's going to be upset if they have to spend $7,000 on a new one, though. That's why I say it didn't make sense. But so anyway, I'm just kind of going back through the parts here, just looking to see if anything else was damaged. I don't expect there is because we know what caused the failure. It's just winding damage. We don't have any. Well, I mean, we do have some mechanical damage. The armature is damaged and scratched up, but and the stator is tore up. But I don't expect anything other than that. I don't think we had any big chunks of anything break. You can see right there I got a little carried away with the angle grinder. Didn't realize how deep I was cutting in a couple of spots there. So I'll flip this over here in a second and show you, for those of you who don't know, that's the wiring harness for the high voltage. And then the other one, the two wires, that's a temp sensor embedded in the windings. So that way when it overheats, it takes it out of circuit. So here's our bottom of the compressor. You see that star looking thing in there with the bearing in the middle? That's where the bottom of the armature sits. And that's not scratched up at all. I stuck my finger in there and felt it. It's all good. So it's just a bearing failure at the top of the compressor, not the bottom. And you see all that metal, shiny metal down at the bottom, that copper looking stuff or whatever. That's just my 3 discs that I went through trying to cut this thing open. Made a pretty good mess in there. There's a still image from my phone trying to zoom in on that spot where it burned through. And there it is, still attached to the pallet from when I removed it. If you like this, please hit subscribe. I post real world HVAC videos every week.